Welcome back to the channel, everybody. There's been a lot of conversation and questions and talk about how we find correct scale when you print out a 3D printed body to fit on any chassis. In this situation, I'm going to be showing you how I find scale for my SCX6. This is a 19.5-inch wheelbase or 495.3 millimeters. Stay tuned. We're going to get right into this. Here we go. Okay, Meshmixer's up and running. I'm gonna pull a file over I downloaded a while back and have printed a couple of these. It's like an early 50s Chevy pickup truck. And this particular file is from the 1/8 scale files. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna zoom in on this thing and we're gonna square it up. You go to edit, you go up to plane cut. What it does is opens up this menu here where you can rotate this 90 degrees. And there's a dark arrow right here that's pointing towards the ghosted look part of that vehicle. What I'm gonna do is grab a hold of this blue arrow and I'm gonna drag this line back. And what I'm gonna do is I basically eyeball where I want the chassis axle to sit relative to the actual truck bed, and I'm gonna get it there. And now what I'm gonna do is it says cut discard half. I'm going to accept. That gets rid of that back portion of that actual bed. Once that back portion is gone, you can come back and do another plane cut, and this time we're going to rotate the opposite way so we can put the ghost area of that vehicle forward. And we're gonna do the same thing on the front that we did at the back. I'm gonna bring this up and get it to where I feel like I want the axle to ride on that body. Let's call it there. Again, it's already selected, cut, discard half. We're gonna accept that. Now, what I've done is created the space for me to take what's remaining, save it to a file, and we're gonna take and pull it into the 3D printer bed software, and we're going to scale it. So now after I saved the file to my desktop, I pulled it back into my Creality 3D printer software. I'm gonna go ahead and select it. I'm gonna go up to the scale. Make sure that the uniform scale button is checked. And now we're going to actually scale this at 495.3 because that's my wheelbase of my SCX6. It's 19.5 inches, 495.3 millimeters. And we're gonna do that. What that does now is gives you those values for all 3 axes. And if you look at the scale up top here, it shows 134.68. I would probably go 134%. But what that tells me is now, no matter if I print a door handle, a seat, a fender, or if I chunk this out into 6 or 8, 10 pieces to print it out on my printer, no matter what size the printer bed is, I have to use this 134.68% on every file that I print for this. Doesn't matter if it's gas cap, mirrors, whatever, tailgate, everything has to be 134.68. That's how easy it is to find your scale. Because once again, you're going from front to back, and that's where your axle is gonna be, and it puts you exactly where you need to be every time. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps. And there's been like I said, a lot of questions on how to do this. And this is how I do it. I'm sure you all have different ways of doing it. And feel free to leave comments of how you do it. Let's talk about it. This hobby's fun. It's enjoyable. There's a group of us doing this that we go out crawling like every weekend. And we talk about this and share ideas and share our passion for this hobby. So take care, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.